So, state your name for me.
My real name? My whole name?
Whatever you feel comfortable with. Whatever. Just introduce yourself to the people.
James. They know me.
James. They know you. Okay. Yeah. Now, James, we're here today to talk, based on your upbringing, some well, not gonna say controversial, but some things that have been said about you in regards to things that you've done or may not have done. And just get an understanding of you as a person, you as your brand, and all around. Just tell the people about James.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the photo shoot. Thank you for the warm welcome. And I just want to say I love your outfit today. It's nice.
Thank you, James.
You're so welcome.
Thank you, James. Okay, so what was it like for you growing up? Can you describe your childhood for me?
My mother, her name was Cheryl. She's from West Tampa. I had the opportunity and the blessing to be around her for 7 years. I lost my mother to AIDS when she was 26, so I had to move in with my grandmother, who already had a teenage son, and she was taking care of my oldest brother and sister. So we had to go stay with our great grandmother somewhere near Sugar Creek, and we stayed there until Ward Dunn, the football player, gave us a home.
Oh, he gave you guys a home?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like how did that come about?
I really didn't know because I was at school the day of the event. But I think that my grandmother thought that she was going to some type of ceremony, so she got my other brother and sister them dressed for the event. I wasn't able to go. When she arrived there, she had a brand new home built from the ground. She had Mr. and Mrs. Badcock there. She had brand new furniture, brand new everything. The house was brand new. Anything that you would need in a home, it was brand new and it was there along with the home.
Do you know why you weren't able to go attend?
We had some family issues going on with my behavior and some other issues that contributed to not allowing me to go or participate with all the other kids. Like it was a lot of stuff going on.
So when you say issues, like behavior issues, what type? Like what kind of things were you doing behavior wise?
Just rebelling a lot. Maybe because I had lost my mom, or I don't really know what the situation was or what it may have been, but it was a lot going on, and for her and for me. So
this is your grandmother or your great grandmother?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We stayed with my great grandmother.
So you moved in with your grandmother, but you and your grandmother and your siblings were also living with your great grandmother.
Along with her my great grandmother's grandkids that she was raising as well. Yes.
Okay. So how many people would you say was in the household?
It was me.
You don't have to say names, just count them.
Me. Yeah. I'm gonna say names. Me.
No, you can't, because I don't need nobody coming back trying to.
Okay, me. It was probably about 15, maybe. 15.
Mm-hmm. And what size bedroom?
3.
3 bedroom? How did you guys manage?
We made it work.
We made it work.
I'm pretty sure everybody don't deal with that, but we made it work.
Yeah, you made it work. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so when your grandmother got the new home, did you guys all go over there, or?
No, my great grandmother continued on in her residence while we moved.
What was that like? Was it better? Things got better for you, or?
I mean, no, things kind of went downhill for me, but it didn't really get better. I can't really say.
Why do you say things got downhill? Why do you feel like?
Meaning because I got more in the streets. I was more over in the inner city.
What area did she get the home in?
By 18th Street Park.
By 18th Street Park. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then you got involved with a lot of
that area type of stuff.
Okay. What age was this?
Probably about 9 or 10.
About 9 or 10?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what kind of stuff was you getting in at 9 and 10?
Renting limousines, stealing cars.
How are you renting limousines at 10 years old?
I got someone credit card, called the limousine company, and I disguised my voice like I was the person who called it was. Told him I wanted to rent a limousine for my son. He was gonna ride around. I'm just pampering him for his up and coming birthday. Mm-hmm. And they came. They had a little machine that you put the card in that do like this, and they.
At 10 years old?
Mm-hmm. Everybody know that in town, but everybody from 32nd, Ellicott, they know.
What?
And I rolled up to my school, and
they had a chauffeur with that, right?
A driver, yes. And they came, and I rolled up to my school, and when I rolled up to my school, I asked for my favorite teacher. I'm pretty sure she's not gonna mind me saying her name. Her name is Brenda. She from 32nd. She used to be a coach. And I rolled up to the school because me and her had a conversation when I went in one of the timeout rooms. We cussed each other out, but when we came out, we had to understand, and we became friends. So I didn't know that she stayed up the street from the house that Ward Dunn gave my grandmother. And one day I seen her, and I just went down to her house, started talking to her. So after I rented the limousine, I rode up to the school looking for her with one white rose, one red rose.
So what were you about to do with the rose? You
give it to her. She was just my godmother, my friend. Now I just wanted to say, hey, here you go.
Did they let you, or you didn't?
No, she wasn't there. And they called my grandma and trying to figure out why I was in the limousine.
So what did grandma say?
Grandma tried to figure out where I got her card from, where the card came from.
James, what the hell? 10 years old? You kind of bright to be doing that then. You got some intelligence on you. Did somebody guide you into that, or is that something?
No, it's just something that I just gathered together while watching like Richie Rich and different types of shows and stuff like that. I seen what they were doing, so I just tried out and used it in my own world. Home Alone type stuff.
Can't be mad at that. That's interesting though. That's something. Okay, so teenage years. What kind of things were you into around that time?
Weed. Stealing cars, in and out of programs, stuff like that.
Well, may I ask, was your father around?
No.
No? Do you know him or no? Do you know why he wasn't around?
He had other life situations going on.
Are you able to discuss it? Or?
I mean, he was in and out of jail.
Okay. So you said you were in and out of programs. What type of things were you sent to the programs for?
Stealing 42 cars at 13.
42 cars? Did you know how to drive?
Well, I practiced on the first one. I just gradually got better.
How did you even know how to steal the first one?
I didn't actually hotwire. I used to go around and knock on people's doors, ask them for a drink of water. I was a little kid, and I told them my parents wasn't home, and I was thirsty and hungry, and they'd go and get me something to eat and some water and stuff like that. And I'll look around and see what I could scavenge. And then I always look for the keys, really. And I take their keys, and when I think they're not looking out their window or they're not outside, I jump in their car and pull off real fast.
Are you fucking serious? James, what the fuck? You talking about what the fuck? At 13? What? So when did you first get caught, and how?
Well, I never actually got caught in a vehicle. They always found my fingerprint. So I racked up 42 before they actually came pick me up. So you racked up they fingerprinted it, figured out it was you, but they never got arrested for a fight as a juvenile, and that's when my fingerprints went in the system.
That's how they matched you to the rest of them. Wow. So you had to deal with all of those charges at once? Wow. Is that how you ended up in the program?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So how long were you in the program for?
2 years.
2 years? Okay. What was that like?
Fun.
Really? Why would you say it was fun?
Well, when I grew up, programs in detention, it was like a getaway. Really?
A getaway?
Yeah. Boy, stop stealing people's cars.
What?
Yeah, it was fun. Not no crazy stuff. It just, I got to be around other boys. Some like me, some not. Learn how to fight, learn how to talk shit. Certain stuff like that. I just learned how to be. I hung around. Just other boys.
So just a hangout, pretty much.
Yeah.
So you said you got in a lot of fights. What were the reasons you would get in a lot of fights?
Because I don't like what a bitch say to me out their mouth. So, if I respect you, you're going to respect me, and that's just that on that.
So you don't like when people say certain things? Words tend to get to you?
Used to.
You've grown from that? What changed that? Like, what made you realize,
I can't whoop everybody, and
did you lose some?
Yeah, of course. I lost plenty. That's how I learned how to fight. That's how I learned how to maneuver and stuff like that. Footwork and all that.
Okay.
Kicking ass is not something you wake up and know how to do. Yeah, you got to gradually learn how to whoop ass.
Okay. All right. So now Did you finish high school?
Nope.
You didn't finish school? What age did you stop?
I stopped in the 8th grade.
8th grade?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you ever go back?
I got my GED while I'm in jail.
Okay, you got your GED. Okay. So now we're moving on to adulthood. Well, let me ask you this: what did you want to do coming out of high school? Did you have any plans?
To be a star.
To be a star. So you've always just wanted to be.
I know, yeah.
You destined for it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Either here or in heaven, one or the other.
Okay. So now coming into adulthood, what is that like for you? At what age were you on your own, I should say?
Always on my own.
Always on your own?
Mm-hmm.
So did you leave grandmother's house?
At 14, because of the abuse that was going on in the home.
Grandmother was abusing you?
Mm-hmm.
And when you say abuse, what do you mean?
Meaning I had to drink out of different cups, eat off of different spoons.
What do you mean by that? Like,
meaning I had my own stuff to myself. I had like, he bad, he get his own shit to himself.
So they like pretty much.
I got my own cup, my own spoon, my own everything. I had my own everything.
Interesting. Did she ever say why? Because I mean, just because you're bad.
No, that'll come out in my book.
That'll come out in your book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you don't want to disclose too much.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, was it any physical abuse?
Yes.
Yes.
I got my head busted over with iron, beat, extension cords, damn near choked to sleep. Yeah.
By grandma?
Mm-hmm.
Is grandma still alive?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Now, is this the grandmother that you defend on your Instagram streams?
Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, even though we did have our family issues, my grandma did work at Tampa General for 43 years. She did provide for us. She did make sure the lights and the water didn't go off. She always made sure we had clean clothes, clean shoes. Made it to school on time. She made it to court date for me. But we still had our family issues. Mm-hmm. That's still my grandmother, and I still love her, and I would still defend her honor. But the truth is the truth, and I will always stand by that.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. At what age did you lose grandma?
2 years ago.
2 years ago? How was that for you?
I watched her take her last breath.
Was that hard?
Very.
Okay, so are you and your siblings, you say you left at 14. Are you and your siblings still in contact when you left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go when you left?
In the streets.
Like where?
I actually went to stay with my uncle's baby mother.
Mm-hmm.
And from there I went to stay with her sister, and then my friend now. She owns a business by the Quality Consulting LLC. I went to stay with her, and it just been up from there.
Been up from there.
I watch her thrive as a woman and as a business owner and stuff like that. And I just watched my friend grow, and I tried to reciprocate that back, but I fell short a couple times.
Okay.
But quite a few times actually.
When you say you fell short, what do you mean?
Meaning as in getting money, doing the wrong thing with it, not investing my money, not putting my wants before my needs.
Okay. So at 14, you're kind of like pillow to post almost to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I seen on live you said you thought I used to sleep on your floor. You said that.
I slept on everybody's floor.
Everybody's floor.
Mm-hmm.
And was this around your youth age when you left home? 14. Mm-hmm. That's why you. Okay.
And the first time in my life, I have my own. I'm paying my own bills right now.
Right now.
Great.
Okay. So now carrying on to adulthood, what is James doing? Like, you're older now. What are you doing now at this point?
Right here, right now?
No. Like, pretty much like 18. Like, teenage years.
Getting a whole lot of money, hanging out in the streets.
What were you doing? How were you getting your money?
Various ways.
Like?
Various ways.
you don't want to say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you just hustling, getting your money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happened to where you kind of fell off? What were some of the reasons you fell off?
Some of my friends went to the feds. I got arrested myself. Just life situations were thrown at me. It was thrown at me at an early age anyway. But as you get adulthood, things start to change for you. You go to jail now. You got to pay bonds now. You're gonna need canteen now. There's just a lot of stuff going on as an adult that you don't receive as a child. So I just always want to tell a child or a thug or whoever out there in the world playing with guns and playing with certain situations, listen, that juvenile is just like a slap on the wrist, or the hand, or whatever they want to say.
That
but
adulthood.
listen, that adulthood in that jail and that orange with them flip flops on, you got to get in the shower, shit, piss when them crackers say, I can't do it.
You can't do it. That's not for you.
That's why I stayed in the box.
Okay.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna tell me to sit down, bitch. We the same age. Who you talking to?
So you were in the box when you were in jail?
Oh, I stayed back there.
What is the box like?
Just you, yourself, God, and just you, the room, God.
How long were you in the box? Do you know?
Well, I did 18 months when I went to prison the first time by myself behind the door.
In the box?
18 months, solitary confinement by myself. All I could do was talk in front of the door to other inmates.
Really? And how do you talk? Like you lay on the ground and talk?
You could talk through the side of the crack, or you could talk up under the door. You could put your mat on the floor and talk.
What were some things y'all talked about?
Just everything. They talked about women. They talked to try to figure out was I gay. They told me, "Oh, you gay?" I told them I'm not. Some people say everybody know you gay, but you. It's just a whole situation. We just be
so
cranking.
Even in jail?
Yeah, we do it on. Yeah, a lot of people love me in jail, but you got quite a few that don't.
Yeah, quite. Okay.
Because they try to bullshit everybody else, and when they come to me, I get straight to the point. Listen, don't come playing.
So, did you ever get into like some fights and stuff in jail?
Yes, a lot.
A lot of fights. And was it because of them trying to guess your sexuality, or
just various things?
Various things.
Maybe something I said out of my mouth. Maybe something they said out their mouth. It just depends on the situation. Maybe I got up one morning and wasn't about his shit and didn't want to talk, and he was talking, and I slung my tray on him.
You slung your tray on. Oh my goodness, James. Okay. Okay, so solitary confinement. So some people say they go like mentally crazy in there. Did that ever affect you in that way? Like mentally? Like
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't feel like nothing changed with you in there? Okay, so how long was
I had plenty of nights to cry and think to myself and think about a lot of situations in my life. Shed a lot of tears, stuff like that. But it broke me down and built me up in the same perspective.
You prayed to God a lot? Okay.
Well, you have no I could do it. I try to find something to believe in that bit.
Okay. So now you're in jail. Oh, well, I'm gonna say when you got out of jail. So what did you do when you got out?
Went back doing the same thing I had been doing.
Hustling. Okay, and then that's what led you in there again. How many times in total did you go?
A lot.
A lot. You can't really put a number on it. How old are you now?
30.
30? So from, you say, your first year in there, how old were you? 18. 18. And you've been to prison various times? Twice. But you've been incarcerated a couple? Okay. Nothing sparked a change in you from there to...
No,
not really? Nothing made you want to say like, hey, I'm
gonna being in that room and stuff like that, but mentally nothing changed, but my perspective changed, as in I don't want to do that no more, to keep going back.
At what point did your perspective start to change?
Recently.
And was there a reason for it, or you just kind of...
No, I'm 30 years old now. It's time for change. It's time to plant a tree in my yard, build a beautiful, my dream home, and plant a tree, so I'll be able to give that to my son, or if I have any more kids, to leave a legacy rather than let my past define the person who I am, or define my legacy.
So you said you have a son. How old is your son?
He's 8.
He's 8? Okay. Are you and his mother still together?
Cordial.
Oh, cordial?
No.
You guys are not cordial at all?
Not at all.
How did that relationship start? Or where'd you guys meet?
My sister, it was a block party in Rovers, and I had a bag, and my sister ran into one of her friends from school, and I seen this real pretty red girl with long hair with them with some little shorts on and white shirt.
She had on little shorts?
Yes, I said, I said, she bad, and they needed a ride home. They stayed in Hollow Pine. I took them home before she got the car. She's the last one who got the car. I got her number, and we had ate once or twice, and then I took her to my aunt's home, and we had sex, and I hadn't seen her for 2 years. But in my mind, when I went to prison, in my mind I had a dream that I had a son. I was like, well, I said, you just tripping. So when I got out of prison, I didn't know where she worked at. I hadn't seen her. We only had sex once. She was working at Burger King on Hillsboro, here in Tampa. And
did you know she was working there, or did you just happen to stumble across?
No, I would just stumble across her, and I asked her. She was the one who took my water. I said, you had a baby, didn't you? She was like, yeah. And she showed me a picture of me and my little sister. And when I seen the baby, my little sister looked at me, and when we left, my sister said, "You know that girl did something, James?" I was like, "Yeah." She like, "Oh, that's your baby?" I was like, "No." So I texted her on Facebook and asked her, was that my baby? She was like, "No, you a bud, yada yada yada, leave me alone," and blocked me. So 2 years later, I seen her, and I seen her in the mall. I was getting ready to go out with Mama Risa, and I told Mama Risa, "That's my baby mama." Mama Risa like, "Jane, you ain't got the baby. Leave people cheering alone. Stop."
You just said it's your baby mama. You didn't know.
Right. So she was like, "Man, stop." Mama Risa told me, "Stop fucking with people cheering and leave them alone." So I ran over there anyway, and we had a real decent conversation. She was level-headed, and we got a DNA test and came back mine. She didn't want her family to find out, as well as the boy who my son is named after. She didn't want him to find out, so she was like, "Let's keep it hush hush." But I didn't, and I posted some pictures of me and my son, and they found out that she hated me, so she stopped letting me see him. I took her to court by myself. I filed the paperwork downtown by myself. I took her, subpoenaed her to court, and we got a time sharing agreement.
Mm-hmm. So she would not let you see the child because you had told everyone that you were the actual father.
Mm-hmm.
How did that make you feel when she wanted you to keep it on the hush? Like, what was that like for you?
I wasn't doing what she said.
You wasn't doing it. You didn't care.
No, at all.
At all. Now you told her you would.
Yeah.
But really and truly, you just was like, no.
For that time being, yeah, I was. But
so you did keep it on hush for a period.
About a month.
About a month. About a month. So not even really. Okay. Now in that month, did you get to spend time with him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Now when she stopped the communication with you, how long did it take before you were able to get back in contact with your child?
A month.
A month? Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, the court has moved pretty swiftly. Okay, I didn't know that.
No, you keep calling on and aggravating them, they will.
They will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you guys got a shared agreement in order to get, like, basically joint communication? I mean, joint custody?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
Joint custody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your relationship with her now?
We have no contact.
You have no communication?
Mm-mm.
What happened then?
What happened? Why did it occur? Because I was arrested.
You was arrested?
For child pornography.
Child pornography?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then let's jump into that. That is something that a lot of the viewers do want to know about.
Mm-hmm.
Your charge and being a registered sex offender. So, what details can you tell us the story about that?
Yes, I met someone on an online website. We had a continued relationship. How long
was the relationship for?
About 6 months.
About 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Where I provide, we was friends with benefits. They had something I wanted, I had something they wanted. The moment that it stopped, they told the police that I kidnapped them with a gun, and they didn't know me. The police found, black and white would state this. The police did their due diligence. They went out, they scoured the area looking for cameras. They found something. They seen me and the individual hanging out. They went back to them and asked them, this don't look like no kidnapping. This y'all. Okay, well I'll tell the truth now. Oh, well, they got pictures of me in their phone. So when the police came to see me, I said, well, I do. Not knowing that I couldn't talk to nobody 17 years old. So I said, well, I told them, I said, yeah, I do. So not knowing, I got in trouble for I got 3 counts of child pornography along with promotion of a sexual performance by a child.
What you said, promotion?
Of a sexual performance by a child. Which means I asked for the picture. I promoted them to send me the picture. I guess that's what it is, but I'm not maybe not wording it right, but
pretty much it was you said, hey, send me a picture of you, and the child sent the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like you took the picture?
I took one of the pictures we were in action, but the other 2 pictures were sent.
When you say in action?
Meaning in action or whatever was going on at that time.
Going on at the time. Where was all of this taking place at?
In Tampa.
So when they found you, they found security cameras of you and the individual hanging out. Mm-hmm. Were you guys in action at that point?
No.
They just saw footage of you two
walking together, hanging out. Yeah.
So where did the kidnapping come from?
That was a made-up story.
So you didn't get charged for any of that?
No, I just got charged with what I told you.
With what you told me?
3 counts of child pornography and promotion of a sexual performance by a child.
Okay. Now, you had other pictures of that child?
Just 3.
Just 3?
Mm-hmm.
So 1 you took, and then the other 2 were sent to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how was that? Like,
what do you mean?
Like, when it came out, how did people react to that?
People not knowing the story, my family kind of looked at me sideways until they actually like seen the affidavit, seen the depositions. You know, they seen black and white, and they was like, well, James. But my friends, quality consult. I know I can't say their name, but I'm pretty sure that it's okay with them.
Well, I'm gonna block it out.
Okay.
Because okay. I don't need nobody come back saying,
right.
"Oh, he associated my name with something."
So they believed in me.
They believed in
and
me.
That meant everything to me, because at that time, like, the whole world had turned their back on me because they thought that I was actual like pedophile, and I wasn't.
So, where were you living at this time?
In Brandon.
In Brandon, with someone?
No, not really.
Not really. What do you mean by that?
I don't want to bring that person up at all.
Okay. Oh, okay. Did they like switch out on you?
Yeah, they did.
They did.
For at that time, until they actually found out what was going on.
So upon initial, okay. So how did the police find you?
My tag.
Your tag.
It was registered in my name.
It was registered. So did they like pull you over?
No, they actually caught me walking outside my door and asked me what's my name, James. I told them no, and simply got in my car and left.
And then they ran your tag and seen that you were.
No, they actually knew who they was coming to look for.
Oh, they knew who they were coming.
But they asked me what my name was.
So how did they know who they were coming to look for as well?
Because they ran my tag from the video footage from where the person that said they got kidnapped from. They seen that person was lying. They seen us get into the car. They watched the video. They did their due diligence.
Okay. So when you guys were hanging out, you guys were in a car and then you got out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, that's when the camera saw you two hanging out. But there was no sexual.
No, there was nothing. It was a plaza.
It was what? Well, are you?
It was a plaza.
Okay. So you guys were hanging out, and then what were you doing though? Hanging out, like just
go to the stores, just in the plaza, just cooling.
Oh, so you was shopping and just
cooling, yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you guys got back in the car and drove away, and then. That person willingly get in the car, like you can tell.
Yes, that's why the police.
So how did they? What made them say that they were kidnapped? Is what I'm getting at.
Because they thought I was gonna post the pictures on Instagram. I told them to stop calling me, and if they did, I was gonna post them on Instagram.
Oh, so.
But it was a pump fake because I wanted them to stop. At that point, the fire had burned out.
So you wanted.
I wanted nothing else to do with them no more.
And.
They didn't like it.
Okay. So when you wanted to end the relationship, they went and
made up a lie. But when they made up a lie, they went back to the date that we actually hung out, which they shouldn't have did. And
did you have proof of?
The police went and did their due diligence. That's what you got. Good detectives, they go out and do their due diligence. Before they even came to me, they had reviewed the footage, knew that it was a lie, and they knew they was coming for at that point.
Okay.
If I would have never showed them the pictures, I would have never got arrested.
So you, upon not knowing,
unknowingly showed them the pictures, which got me charged with the counts of child pornography.
Okay, so who did this person tell? They went directly to the police?
Mm-hmm.
And what did they say?
They called 911 and said they was kidnapped with a gun by a person that they don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. Because I don't know who it was now. A fake page told me a story similar to what you were saying. That's why I'm low-key, but they did say that you guys were they told me that you approached the victim and you had a car and you made the victim get inside the car and you had the victim at gunpoint, went behind the plaza that you stated, and you performed sexual things with the victim and then took a picture of it. And the victim, then you let the victim go. They went home, told their parent about it, and then from there is when the
bullshit.
Police. Listen, I'm just speaking.
No, I know. I'm telling you, bullshit.
Okay.
So, if I did do all this at gunpoint, why was I never charged with kidnapping? If they only charged me with pictures rather than kidnapping, they got video footage of us walking together. The person really told the police that I had on a bandana. I don't wear bandanas. That's not my swag. That's not my speed. But the detective, the same detective in my case, got arrested for filing a fraudulent insurance claim on his boat. All of it was fucked up from the jump. He was never supposed to take possession of my phone once he so-called seen pictures in my phone.
So he took possession of your phone?
He took my phone.
Now, did they like form that you did have consensual relations with this?
Yeah, they did that. They found that out of deposition, but the mother said she didn't give a damn. But if the mother said that she didn't care if it's consensual, I still needed to pay.
You still need to pay for what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, when the charges was filed, was it up to the mom or was it up to the
state attorney?
State attorneys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the evidence.
Okay. So your actual charges are what?
3 counts of possession of child pornography, promotion of a sexual performance by a child.
And that's it?
Yes.
And at that point, that is when you lost communication with your child's mother?
Mm-hmm.
Now, legally, are you allowed to see your child?
Legally, at this point, yes, I am. She just hiding and violating a standing court order.
Okay, so once you find her, then you'll be able to...
I know what she is, and I'm in the process of doing what I got to do, legally.
Okay. When's the last time you seen your child?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Now, upon those charges, what happened there? What were you sentenced with?
24 months.
24 months in prison?
But I only did 6.
You only did 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
How so?
Because the judge cut me a break because they knew the situation was fucked up. But at the end of the day, the law is the law. If you talk to somebody under the age of 18, whether they lied about the age, whether they showed you a fake ID, you still gotta suffer.
How old were you during this situation when you were talking to the child?
It was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago?
28, 27.
So you were 28.
27, okay. 28.
Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting turn of events. How does that make you feel when people call you?
I don't been through so much in life and don't seen so much in life. No matter what the devil may throw at me, God gonna make sure I win every time. He gonna make sure I hit a home run every time. So yeah, it bothered me at first that my family, kind of looked at me sideways until they really found out the situation. But God has blessed me with a mental so strong and a will so strong to survive to the fact like what people saying to me don't bother me. That's why I stay calm. All you gotta do is stay calm under pressure. That's it. Stay calm under pressure.
You good at that. I promise you're good at that.
You gotta stay calm under pressure.
So what are your restrictions with the charge?
The only stipulation that I have legally is I can stay 1,000 feet within the school.
You gotta stay 1,000 feet within the school?
Yes.
And you said something about the internet or something. Are you allowed on the internet and stuff? Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's no law to say I can't be on the internet.
Okay.
They just gotta know my Instagram, which they already do.
Okay, so
I did everything I had to do before I even attached myself back to my Instagram. So
you have to report your Instagram, and you have to give them like the password and everything, or no?
Oh no, you just gotta give them the name so they can see if you posting kids, doing.
So you're not allowed to post kids?
No. They want to make sure that you're not posting nude photos of kids or anything.
Okay, so they want to make sure you're basically just not breaking the law on Instagram.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay, so you can be around children.
Yes, I can. If people look up the law, they would basically see you can still be around children. A child could stay with me.
Okay.
My son could stay with me. There's no law up under that. Now, if I was on probation, it'd be so much stipulation, so much going on.
You wouldn't be able to do certain things.
No.
Okay, so the only thing you restrict is
1,000 feet within the school.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You can't stay, but I could go to theme parks. I could go and do what I want to do.
Do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now another rumor people want to know about is your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened there?
I got my teeth knocked out by an individual whom I did not know. Mm-hmm. I was with someone, and the person that I was with, they didn't want to try them, so they said a few words to me, and they had someone come up out the blue and just swing on me. When I woke up, my tooth was gone.
They knocked you out like
conscious.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you didn't know this individual?
No.
Now I'm just speaking on what was stated to me. Mm-hmm. Someone said that you're having basically a disagreement with a young lady,
mm-hmm.
and it was her dad that came.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Because
actually, it was just like I was riding them, telling them I sell girdles and stuff like that because she came for me. So mm-hmm. I just was telling her I wasn't trying to fight her or just sitting on the car arguing.
Okay, and then so this other story I heard about the victim's dad. They said the victim's dad is the one who did it to you when you guys were in jail together.
What?
this is what a fake page wrote me. They said that you were in jail, and it's not the victim's dad. The victim's stepdad saw you, and you two got into a fight in jail, and that's how it happened.
Bullshit.
So that's bullshit. Okay. Just wanted to clear some room.
Ain't nobody not. Somebody from West Tampa, not my two.
And that's what I heard. That is a story that I did hear.
No, I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. Somebody from West Tampa knocked my teeth out my mouth.
Okay. That's pretty much all that I can think of that people have asked in regards to your situation specifically. Is there anything that you would like to address?
At the end of the day, I am a person. I do have feelings. If I was a child molester, I would have ran and hid from everybody, because now they know who I am. Now I can't do it no more. You get what I'm saying? That's not me. Have I ever liked someone younger than me? Yes. Have I raped someone? No, like that's not me. I can't do it. You can't be crying. We need to have foreplay. We need to interact. Like it was just me and you. You know, we have to have some type of interaction. You just can't be me dominating you. You know, we got this is a two-way street here. You got to play. Okay. So I like people that play. I don't like the ones that, you know, unwilling. The ones that, you know, you got to take some, punch them, beat them up. No, I can't do it. Listen, we got to play here. Let's play. You know, I ain't on that.
Okay. Now, about your sexuality, are you comfortable discussing that? Because a lot of people want to know that as well. They want to know, are you gay, straight, or bisexual?
Have I had relations with men before, or in program while I was locked up? Yes, I have. Have I always wanted to be that way? No. Would I tell who I've had relationships with? No. Do I love women? Yes. Do I want to marry a woman? Yes. Do I want to have more kids? Yes. But that's just who I am. That's some of the things that I've been through, some of the things that have happened to me sexually, mentally, physically, that has forced me that way. A child going into programs and stuff like that, there's a version and a lot of stuff that's going on, even with the guards touching the detainees, or detainees touching detainees. Shit happens, you know, when you get locked up or when you end out of programs and stuff like that. Things happen to you. So some things happened in my childhood that I'll discuss in my book, Battered But Not Broken, My Spiritual Journey to Success. I'll discuss some of the things that happened to me mentally, physically, and sexually growing up to convert my mind to even think that way. But I still love women. You get what I'm saying? I still love, you know, certain type of women. They got to be little as a pencil.
So you like them petite?
Yeah. You know, it's just I have a particular type of woman that I like.
Now, so you're saying that you were sexually assaulted?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
By my stepdad. Before my mom passed away.
Did she know about that?
No, she didn't.
She did not know. Why didn't you never come clean about it?
Because I didn't really think of it like that. I didn't know the effect that it had, that it would have on me later on in life.
Now, when you say it had an effect, what kind of effect do you feel it had on you?
I like fucking.
Would you say you're over sexually than normal, basically? Like you. So how often do you like to fuck?
3-4 times a day.
A day? Every day?
No, I'm just saying, if it was a good day, 3-4 times a day, at least once a day.
So how long have you been this way, though?
All my life.
All your life? Okay. Is he still around, or how long was he around after?
Who?
Your stepdad.
I haven't seen him since my mom died. That was over 22 years ago. So he was still
with your mom after he did this to you? How many times would he?
I can't recall.
Can't recall. Was it more than once, though? And are you at liberty to disclose exactly what kind of sexual abuse he would perform, or?
It'll be discussed in my book.
In your book? Okay. I can't be mad at that. This is all interesting, James. You know, people never know what someone is really going through in life, or what they've been through, and that has shaped them into who they are today. And that's kind of the point of this show. They kind of show people, like, you know, you see this form of me, but this is what stemmed that, you know, that
because I learned to not be vulnerable. My friends that I hung around, I'm gonna just say their initials: ATMB, AF, PD, PC. All those females that I hung around, they have learned to, you know, you're never supposed to be vulnerable. They didn't teach me that. I just watched them do that. And that's why I reverence my friends so much. That's why if you my friend, I stick by you. I love you. I may be the broke friend, but I'm the most loyal friend. You get what I'm saying?
And ain't nothing wrong with it. Now, I'm going through what I posted on Instagram about people wanting to know some questions.
Mm-hmm.
A particular young lady, some of these we've already answered, but she said, why were you being malicious to your child's mother after learning she was pregnant?
Fuck her.
No, we're not gonna say it.
Yes, I am.
No,
Fuck
look,
her.
look.
And I didn't know she was pregnant until after she had a baby, so she could go to hell.
Then she said, why did you take her to court for full custody trying to take him from
That's
her?
a lie. I took up a joint custody because I know myself, the way I be moving around town and out and about, that I can't watch my son every day. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So why would I want full custody? Man, that's his mom. I never try to take a child. Who the hell do these people think I am?
I don't know. They said they gave you visiting rights and you tried taking him again.
Man, tell them.
I know you're going to lie about this, so if you do, I'll post the paperwork. Add that in the interview.
Okay. Tell her go to hell and post it.
It says, include why did you block me for asking about the charges? Does blocking people make you feel or believe it didn't happen?
No, they're blocked and blessed. That's what they is.
That's just
and I have my shirt. I have my shirts coming very soon with my blocked and blessed shirt. They be blocked and blessed. No, if you say something that's not true, that's a lie, I don't block you. You come with facts and you entertain it. It's a lot that contributes to me not blocking you. I don't know you, never met you. You comment about shit that you read in the comments. You have been blocked and blessed.
This one says, and why is he still driving around in the mama car, white Altima? I don't know what that meant. I don't know.
If it don't apply, let it fly, and that don't apply to me because I don't know no bitch with no white Altima.
It says, why he's so angry, damn.
I'm definitely not angry.
And I believe that was all of the questions.
Well, I got something I want to let Tampa know.
Go ahead.
I'm working on a lot right now. I'm gonna have a lot in store with me and Veronica, along with some news stations that want to hear my story and books and offers coming in. I want you guys to tune in and watch what God can do. Don't watch me. Watch what God can do, is doing, and is about to do.
Okay, all right. Now, anything that you can give the people, some people that may have been through what you've been through, any advice or any words that you would like to share?
If they have been sexually assaulted, know that it's not your fault. Know that you are the victim and you have a right to speak up. You have the right to be heard. You have the right to cry. You have a right to be depressed. You have every right to feel the way you feel. And I want you to know that it's never okay for somebody to make you do something against your will. Just stand up for yourself, because you have the power at the end of the day to decide what does and doesn't happen to you. So never give up on you, and never let nobody feel that you're left less than, because you really do matter. And that's what I had to tell myself.
Now, something I did not ask. Do you regret not speaking up about your sexual abuse?
Yes, because maybe I could have received some help.
Could have received some help. What help do you feel that you...
Just counseling, just to know that it wasn't my fault, just to know that I had a right to choose my sexuality rather than somebody else choose it for me.
So you feel like they chose your sexuality for you?
Mm-hmm.
So you feel like if that would have never happened to you, you would be completely straight. So are
your innocence is the most important thing growing up. Your innocence is always the most important thing growing up, and you have to be able to shelter your kids' innocence. And I think it's your innocence, depend on how your innocence is taken, it could decide your sexuality for the rest of your life and the things that you do in the dark. Because you got a lot of men out here that's really attracted to men, that's really doing vile stuff and not telling about it because they're hiding from who they are on the inside. I never try to expose nobody or tell nobody sexuality, because don't nobody want to be put on chopping block.
Right.
And I just believe that some homosexuals, not all, have got stigmas put on people that act feminine, or even other homosexual or lesbian people. Like, or they gonna expose me, so I can't mess with them, or I can't talk to them, or I can't. You get what I'm saying? And that's not me, and I want people to know that that's not who I am.
Okay. Now, I don't remember if I asked or not, but you said so you are attracted to men, but you are also still attracted to women as well. So pretty much a bisexual. Do you still mess with women now? Do you have like a girlfriend or anybody?
No, but I want one.
You want one? Okay. Are you in a relationship at all?
No.
Seeing anybody? No. Okay. What does that mean? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the wrap up. Thank you, James.
Thank you for having me, and I look forward to the work that we're going to do for the community as well as for your company and my company, and just helping me grow and just seeing me be booked and blessed all next year.